time. It doesn't need much, guys. It's already got now.
So right now we're painting like a rock piece for Ursula's whole lair. So it's supposed to look like a cave, and then we have two cutouts here that have like eyes, so it kind of resembles like a monster. Right now we're just trying to highlight some of like the shadows, like we're trying to darken the shadows so it looks more 3D, so you can see it from far away, like the rock texture.
So let's start with setting for the top of Act 1. So does everybody know where stuff's supposed to be?
Like, I'm not saying, like, I wouldn't think of that.
All right, is everything set what's supposed to be on this? Paddles supposed to be on here?
Scuttle's rock, move on Ariel's rock, and bring the scrim up, so we need to have people assigned for all those roles.
My name is Dylan McAuliffe. I'm the assistant stage manager on Stage Right. This time I don't have to actually do that much except for manage everything that goes on Stage Right. So that's my two rails people, and then my two run people who move the set, and the rails people who move the backdrops and some of the set pieces that are on the rail system. And yeah, I just have to make sure all of that goes smoothly. And we need the rails, we need the run crew just to get set pieces out and do it timely so that the audience doesn't wait too long between scenes and make sure the transitions are smooth.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Judd. I'm the lighting board operator for Little Mermaid. One of the most difficult parts of this process is just figuring out your design and executing it in a way that will make sense to the audience and kind of get across what you're trying to portray. So for example, if you take Ursula's layer, there's a lot of like greens and purples and reds. It's trying to build a very kind of musty, very swampy kind of air, and you want to translate that to the audience. And then when it comes to like songs, you really want to break away from the natural element of wherever that place is. So for example, in Positivity, you'll see it switch from sandy colors to red and white and flickering, that kind of stuff.
My name is Mr. Weck. I am the music director for the Shadow Mountain High School musical direction this week. So my biggest role here is making sure the music happens. I work really closely with the stage manager and who's calling the shots up there. I'm on headset with them, so we all are interconnected. So with lights, sound, actors, stagehands, everybody, the run crew, everyone that has something to do with it, we all work together. And so, but one of my main things is to make sure that if there's any problem on stage during a scene change, that I can actually, in an instant, make a cue or something in the music to make sure the music keeps going so that there's no downtime with what's going on. But I have sometimes to make those decisions on the fly, which can kind of get a little nerve-wracking.
So this is our boat for Kiss the Girl. What's really fun about it is it elevates the actors above the dancers on the stage, so you can still see Ariel and Eric falling in love and doing all the things they need to do, but we have a whole chorus of people dancing around them, sort of like the movie. It's part of the choreography. It's really quite fun how it rolls around and the audience sees it with the tree coming in and all that stuff. So this is our ship for the show, the big sailing ship. Our design had these open-ended newels, so you can see all the action going on, and on this side it's completely open, so the actors can step down and dance, and sort of the ship can be extended onto the stage, and it can bring the audience onto the ship and off the ship depending on what the actors are doing. We're going beyond realism, So we're going into the unreal and sort of letting the audience just come with us, as opposed to trying to make everything look 100% like you're there, which isn't necessarily what theater needs to do.
I swore an oath to your father on this death method. I turned you from an errant roustabout into a proper lawyer.
2 days left, today and tomorrow. It'll be done either way, right? But the kids are having fun. They're sort of getting the sense of how it all comes together at the end, and I don't know, we're doing good. Show's gonna be fun.
Opening night's tomorrow.
This is going to be the first time we've had a live audience since 2019.
There's been so much effort from the cast and crew into this show, no matter how chaotic it was behind the scenes.
And it was.
And it was.
Boy.
You see throughout the entire process, and now we are here.
I've been really excited because this is my first ever production ever.
Absolutely terrified. I'm shaking right now.
I love this production, and I think it's going to go really well, and I'm really proud of everybody that's been involved.
Very excited.
I'm really excited for our first show tomorrow.
It's the last rehearsal. This is it.
This is it.
This
is really
Tomorrow's the big day.
Opening night is always fun, always a little nervous, but this is a really great cast and a really great group of people, and I'm really excited to do a show with them.
It's been a good journey, you know. Lots of things have been going on. Kind of excited to see how it turns out.
It's been a crazy journey. One thing that you always get from these experiences is the best of friends, and you make a wonderful family.
I'm Teresa Minarsich, or Dr. M, as the kids call me, and I am the theater teacher, one of the theater teachers here at Shadow Mountain High School. We're doing the Little Mermaid this year. After COVID, we wanted to come back with the largest musical possible, and so we just had our last dress rehearsal. So tomorrow night we open. It's very exciting. We have a cast of about 60, with about 21, I believe, at last count, theater techs or student technicians, and they run the whole show. It reminded me of why I fell in love with theater in the 7th grade when I played Ghoul number 7 in Teenage Night of Living Horror, because it's just such an incredible sense of belonging. I don't get to say to every single one of them every day how valuable they are, how much they've contributed to the whole process, how much they blow me away with their creativity and their enthusiasm. So I'll say it now. I just want to thank them for making the last 10 weeks such a wonderful experience, and a great reason to get up out of bed in the morning. I'm not a morning person, by the way, so.
thrilled to have you here for our opening night performance of The Little Mermaid.